Both parties insist that their economic policies will create jobs and spur economic growth, but which party actually consistently delivers these results? At the federal level, it's too hard to tell since there's only one federal government at a time and the economy takes years and years to grow, so each party insists it was their turn in the majority that resulted in any economic growth that may or may not have occurred. But what about at the state level? It's much easier for one party to get a consistent trifecta over years and years at the state level. So how do the statistics hold up there? Well, listing each state in order from highest to lowest per capita income, of the 10 highest per capita incomes in the nation, 9 out of those 10 are deep blue states, with Wyoming being the only red state in the top 10. On the other hand, of the bottom 10 states for per capita income, aka the poorest states, the opposite is true. 9 out of the bottom 10 are red states, with New Mexico being the only blue state in the bottom 10. Some of you conservatives are probably thinking at the moment that this is offset by the fact that these states also have much lower costs of living. Okay, so let's look at a statistic that actually takes cost of living into consideration: poverty rates. Turns out, red states fare only slightly better in this statistic, but it still doesn't look good for them. Of the top 10 U.S. states and territories by poverty rate, 8 out of 10 of those states are red states, with New York and New Mexico being the only blue states in the top 10. Meanwhile, of the 10 states with the lowest poverty rates, 7 out of those 10 are blue states, with Idaho, North Dakota, and Utah being the only red states. Now, correlation is not causation, at least not most of the time. But come on, people, both parties explicitly campaign on the premise that their policies create economic prosperity. So you can't insist one minute that your policies will cause something, then when your states consistently get the opposite results from what you're promising, you insist that your policies aren't the cause thereof. At the very least, you conservatives need to justify why your states are performing so poorly, so consistently, and give us an actual reason for this poor performance if you still want to insist that your policies are better for the economy.